just dad here. Just trying to get a little bit more comfortable recording. So thanks for joining me. If this is your first time or second time, this is my second time recording a class. And I'd like to share an hour-long gentle class with you today. So that will be lovely. If you want to grab it, if you don't have a yoga mat, you can totally just use a towel or a blanket. Anything that's going to be comfortable for you and kind of create your space is fine. I suggest grabbing a blanket, even if you don't have one of these like Mexican style blankets. You can use any kind of blanket or even a nice thick soft beach towel would work well. And just come to sit right on the edge of that blanket. So sit in a way where you are coming right to the very edge of the fold, so you kind of feel your pelvis tip forward a little bit and become more upright. And that's just going to help you to have a more comfortable seat and to keep your low back from really rounding out. You don't want your pelvic bowl to tip back. So just a quick little remembrance for how to sit comfortably. And if you need something underneath your knees, if you don't have yoga bricks, right, like this, you could, maybe get a couple thick books or something like that would work. Or even a couple more towels or blankets too, or like little pillows. But you can just put them right underneath your knees, your outer thighs, if your knees are wanting a little bit of support and love. So ultimately just making sure your knees are happy. And if you have a strap, you can grab a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can grab like a little hand towel or something, just something small that you might be able to loop around your foot later in a practice. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start in a comfortable seated position. Right on the edge of that blanket that I mentioned. And you don't have to, it's not a goal, but I love to sit in like that. You're gonna place your hands on your knees. I'd like you just to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in with me. Open your mouth to softly let the breath out. And take another nice deep breath in and just kind of guiding the low belly in and up, and feel your chest rise slightly, crown of the head lift. Let your breath out the mouth. And just one more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, softening the shoulders down and back, breath flowing out the mouth. Start to breathe in and out of the nose now. So just let the lips gently seal. And jaws relax. Again, the eyes are closed and you're just watching the breath now. You start to feel that breath come into a more conscious, rhythmic sort of place where you feel the breath grow a little bit deeper as you're drawing that breath down into the belly, feeling a slight expansion of your ribs, lifting that breath in through the chest. Feeling the softening that happens, that really stepping into a more relaxed place in your exhale. So if you have an Ujjayi Pranayama practice, you're welcome to start that now. It's placing that slight constriction in the base of your throat, almost like a Darth Vader kind of a sound, or like you're fogging up a mirror, but you keep your mouth closed and you're breathing in and out of your nose. And so for me, it's like all of a sudden I feel like I have nostrils in my throat. That might sound weird, but it's kind of like what it feels like. Almost, it's like this experience, like not even breathing in and out of my nose. It's like literally coming from my throat. So if you can find that, go ahead. So you can breathe that way throughout our practice today. And otherwise, just just consciously breathe. Breathe deeply, breathe fully, really be an experience of belly rising and falling. Right? Try not to let the breath just be shallow and trapped in the chest. I'll just take another couple moments here. Allowing yourself to detach from your thoughts, to let go of anything that happened before this moment, to let go of anything that might happen after this moment, and to really just be in this moment. Choose to be here now. No distractions. Even if there are distractions around you, can you turn your attention in? Starting to turn the volume down in the mind. Right, so the thoughts are still there. Right, they're coming, they're going, they're coming, they're going. We just practice being unattached and just turning our attention, which essentially would be like turning down the volume on those thoughts. And instead of shifting our attention to our breath, and let that volume turn itself up a little bit. Our awareness of ourself, of our bodies. How do you feel? Energetically, emotionally, physically, and without passing any judgment, just observing. And this time that we're in, it feels very scary and uncertain. We're all being affected in so many different ways and so many different levels. And it's easy to kind of get stuck in that place that can even then lead to, depression or anxiety, because some of these emotions and feelings and parts of ourselves that don't necessarily do us service, and actually lower or weaken our immune system. And right now is a really important time, right, to be supporting a good, strong immune system. And so I just had a little reading that actually my husband shared with me the other day, that I felt was appropriate to share with all of you. And it's called The Two Wolves. An old Cherokee is teaching his grandson about life. A fight is going on inside me, he said to the boy. It is a terrible fight, and it is between two wolves. One is evil. He is angry, he is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. He continued, the other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, which wolf will win? The old Cherokee simply replied, the one you feed. The one you feed. Let's bring our hands together to heart. Gently bow your head in. Just have this moment to acknowledge the truth in that reading, and in that sharing, right? There's this battle, right? And it's up to you. You have all of this opportunity to choose which wolf you feed. Okay, and especially in this time, just remembering how important it is, right? Feed that wolf of love, compassion, of hope, of faith. Right? We're all in this together. And just dedicating this time on your mat, feeding that wolf. you're ready, you just gently let your hands drop down and reach out to the sides. And on a big inhale, start to lift, circling the arms up, lifting the gaze slightly. And on an exhale, just let the hands come right back down to the heart. And do that 2 more times. And so remember, as we flow today, sometimes it's nice just to close the eyes and just really be in this moment. So anytime, feel free, just close your eyes. We're going to just move nice and slow together. That doesn't mean every single thing is going to be easy. Easy is not the same as gentle or slow. And exhale and fold. And the hands down. Okay, you're going to drop your right hand down to the ground and your left arm up to the sky. Just gently start to tip over to the right. And try not to let your left hip lift up, so you can kind of hug your left low belly in to help plug that sitting bone down. And you can just reach with the shoulders, relax off the ears. Send some nice breath right down into your left lower back. Maybe shift your gaze slightly up. Feel your chest turn open. And then when you're ready, inhale, floating your arm back up. And exhaling and coming down, switching sides. Good, so just remembering as we practice today to modify as needed. I'll try to tell you, especially when there's a good time that you might need a modification. Or if there's a deeper variation that you wanna take, you feel free and do that. If there's anything you need to skip, doesn't feel right in your body, you're getting that little, like, I don't think I should be doing this feeling, then please respond to that. Inhale here. It's much different. You just teaching to a screen and not actually being able to see your bodies and help make sure that you're doing what's safe for you. So really, it's just going to be up to you to know and decide what's best for you, right? And so just enjoy your practice and do what's right for you. And feed that wolf. And take your right hand outside the left knee, twist, gentle twist. So here, again, you try not to twist your hips. Keep your hips in place. So almost, if anything, you're feeling like your right hip is pulling back while you're twisting to the left. And then inhale, come through center, and exhale to the other side. Another breath, lifting the chest up on the inhale. Feeling that chest turn open just a little bit more on the exhale. And then inhaling to center, both arms sweeping up to the sky one last time. And your hands landing softly at the heart. Good. Okay, so from here, just take your feet forward in front of you a little bit, so you have like a diamond shape between your legs for a gentle Kamasana variation, or a tortoise pose. So tuck your hands underneath your ankles, and you can just sort of slowly start to pour yourself forward. You might go just a little ways. You might be able to drop your forehead all the way into your inner feet. Doesn't matter, as long as you start to feel some nice awareness in your hips, deepening into that space. Getting a nice stretch, feeling some stretch through lower back. Inhale, and slowly just bring yourself back up, staying nice and relaxed. And then recross your legs, but this time just cross with the unnatural leg in the front. So, you know what I mean. You always cross your legs the same way every time, right? So switch it so it's different. And then when you're ready, you're going to drop your chin down into your chest. And your hands can just be resting in your lap or on your knees, whatever's comfortable. Just giving the neck a little bit of love. Take the left ear over to the left shoulder. And sitting up nice and tall, chest is open. Right shoulder is back, left shoulder is back. And softly let the chin drop back down toward the chest. Take the right ear over toward the right shoulder. If you're feeling tight, I know sometimes in my body I'm especially tight in my neck, and so my right shoulder will start to lift up like, whoa, wait a second, it's a little intense. So just really making sure that you're moving mindfully, and if you feel that place that feels a little bit tight, a little bit stuck, just pause for a moment before, continuing to move. Just pause and be with it. Give your body a chance to kind of acclimate and open up. And drop your chin back down to your chest. Lift your head gently up to neutral position. And now drop your left ear straight over to your left shoulder. You're going to take your left hand as an option and gently place the fingertips up near the right ear. And you're not yanking on your head, please. You're just kind of having a weight of the head there with maybe just the slightest little bit of pull. Just be really kind and gentle. Helping to release some of the tension that gets built up in our bodies. Stiff. Slowly releasing the hands. And head back to center. We'll go to the other side slowly. Let the right ear tip over toward the right shoulder without tipping your whole body. All right, so your chest stays open, shoulders back. You're still in that comfortable seat. Hopefully comfortable. So adjust yourself anytime if you need. Maybe out of the right hand lifting, bringing the fingertips up near the ear. And just gently. And I just want you to check in for a moment. Did you get distracted here? Are you already thinking about something else? Are you so focused on the stretch that you lost your breath connection? So just making sure. And just really feel how the breath helps each position to deepen, to grow, get more expansive, and to release some of these tight spots in our bodies. Slowly release the hand back down, lift the head back up, maybe blade the eyes open if they were closed, and then gently when you're ready, coming onto all fours. However is best for you to get there. Move your blanket out of the way. So take a moment and we just want you to stretch your right leg back just to give a moment to let that leg be straight. And push your weight back a little bit so you're kind of pushing through your heel to stretch through the calf muscle. And then bring the knee back down and switch sides. Just kind of pressing. You might even feel a little bit of a toe and foot stretch there at first. And then you can switch to pressing the heel way back. Just to feel that calf stretch. When you're ready, you can bring your knee back down to the ground. And just take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, letting the seat arch stick up as you lift your chest up. Gaze slightly lifts toward the horizon. And then exhale, and really scoop the belly up, really tuck the chin, really round the spine. Inhale, pulling the chest through, letting the chest and belly start to drop toward the ground, and then eventually that chest starts to lift up as it pulls through your shoulder. Exhale and out. And you can let the breath get even fuller, even longer here, really extending it out. Inhale and breathe through. And don't worry if you're moving a little bit slower or faster than me, or your breath is taking a little different rhythm, that's okay. Just go.